Okay, here you are, Bachelors Grove. We go back down the path toward the Midlothian Highway. As you can see, we're past the house foundations used to be on the highway. We're right in front of the cemetery. This is what it looks like. The head frontage is a cemetery. Hey, our social log. How many times have I said on that thing? A little rise that used to be a lot higher to keep cars from going further down when you used to park your car here. And finally, the entrance to Bachelors Grove. The old sign's been gone. You can see where the fence has been torn up. Okay, just about gone full circle. We're now facing the cemetery, obviously. Oh. If you got allergies, don't come out here. The weeds are in full bloom. We do a little walk around. As you can see, I've already set up base camp here, as nobody else is here. It is Thursday. It is October, and the weather will be changing. So temperatures at 80 plus degrees. Today I think it got a little hotter than they said it was. Definitely breezy though. Here's base camp. And you see where I am. So many people want to see this stone. And I'm sitting in a chair 4 feet from it. So on where the lady was once seen sitting on top of, the one that we theorize is the first Senator Humphrey's wife. Now if you want to see the angle of the photo, you walk past the Fullerton stone, which is deteriorating. And see the path where the other people come here. This is approximately where that picture was taken. You see Rick coming back. The faucet headstone is just being made of granite is just much too hard to try to put back on its pedestal. Been knocked over and turned a little bit. Probably getting 700-800 pounds there. And video camera number 1. Go ahead and turn it on. Static cam on. Using static cam as way here. Because this is where I've seen Our Lady several times. The one Russell Blesky and I are both theorizing is the first Senator Humphrey's wife. First Mrs. Humphrey, who died. And a month later, he married his secretary, finding out that they've had a long-time relationship. And I've seen her several times in this corner. She's not currently here. Steady cam number 2.
Yeah. What do we see so far?
Nothing. But I got two static cams right there where Ursula and I are theorizing it's the first Mrs. Humphreys. For the child's buried.
Over there, you mean?
No, not that one. That belongs to that family.
Yeah.
This is the one that was unmarked now.
You know where?
It was her. I'm not sure where. I don't think the spirit is either because she comes in here looking for it. She comes in here from Orland Park. But she had an unborn child. When he was born, but died just a week or two later. And they didn't have her family plot set up with her husband yet. So they buried the child here in her family's plot. And later when she died, they buried her over in Orland Park. And her husband, Senator Humphrey, married his longtime secretary about a month or less after her death.
Yeah. What do you people want?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Hello?
Fuck you.
And it's our theory that was who was sitting in that stone over there for that picture.
The lady in white over there?
Mm-hmm.
The lady in white?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Peaches told me it's been debunked.
The photo?
Actually, the lady in white has been debunked about the lady in white.
There's a lady in here.
All the stories that I hear, I don't know what to believe of that.
The child is buried here. That's historical fact.
Oh, that part of it, believe, yeah. It's a historical fact that we know that.
Now, to that photo, it was one of Dale, the guy who was leading the tours here Sunday.
Yeah, right.
It was one of his people who caught that photo.
Yeah.
It was my IR film.
Well, they got a photo or they got an image? A photo of an image?
They got a photo.
Of an image?
Of a ghost, supposedly. So I don't know what part Pete said is debunked.
Well, no. Pete said debunked the lady in white on the rock over the lady in white.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what he said.
So then maybe the photo's been debunked.
Photo debunked, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's possible.
So that'd be a good argument between him and Dale.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it's Dale's people that got that photo.
Okay.
And Dale swears by that photo. My theory is that since the child's here, and that was her only child, she comes over here looking for the child. And she's...
The mother does?
Yes. And mine and theory I shared with Ursula, she happens to agree that it is a strong possibility that, mother and children have that special bond. She comes over here looking for her child. And she's developed a bond with me and appears in front of me quite a bit because about 6 weeks ago, I was in their house where they live. And her husband, what do you call it, ex-husband? I don't know, they've both been dead for years. But her husband and I had a few words. And
you spoke with the deceased then?
yes.
How do you do that?
When they come walk in front of you.
How do you know they're in front of you?
I can see the air moving. They move air just like you do, or I do. And just like an animal does, scurrying across the plane, it disturbs the air patterns.
Yeah.
And if you can see the air patterns, you can see something approaching you.
Yeah, but you have to feel it like that. You can't see it.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
The air is not totally invisible. It actually has colors. It refracts sun rays a little bit.
But to the bare human eye, though.
You can see pollen.
Oh, you can see stuff
dust,
in the air, yeah.
Dust that are in the air.
Yeah,
which makes it
pure.
Which makes the air visible.
Yeah, it makes stuff visible in the air.
Right. Now in the clean room, you couldn't do it because the clean room, by definition, is everything's removed from the air. The air is completely scrubbed, and you have pure
No
air.
moving, right.
And you can't see anything in there because the air is invisible.
Yeah.
But out here especially, you can, it gives me a headache, and most other people too, when your force tries to focus on something invisible.
Yeah.
You just have to concentrate.
When you focus on something,
Invisible.
it gives you a headache?
The eyes don't want to do it. The eyes are like a camera. A camera, if you're shooting out into open space, refuses to focus.
Your eyes are connected to a series of a shitload of nerves.
Right.
So
when you're forcing your eyes to focus on something
you're straining.
that that they don't normally focus on,
Well, you're straining your nerves.
you're straining your nerves, and it gives you a headache. But you can see stuff moving through the air.
When I can see stuff moving through the air when there's something in the air that the bare eye can see, yes.
Right. Right now there's stuff all around. So we get all the crap on our nose and
Your nose
suck,
and the air, sure.
sucking up all this pollen
All
and
crap, sure.
dust, dirt, leaf bits, you name it.
Oh yeah.
Animal shit,
Yeah.
Excuse me. Camera's on.
Well, the air.
First video off. Okay, here we are. Back at Bachelors Grove. Continuing a little walk around. We're back on the path walking toward the pond. Right in this area is where a lot of shadow figures are seen. Including my theory is a spirit dog. Can be described as a werewolf. But basically spirits can come back as anything they want to. And what would a dog want to come back in? Something that nobody's going to mess with. This is where they usually are. There's been many known shadow figures right in and around these trees you're seeing here. Okay, you can see the pond now. We'll walk on to the pond. Wow, this cooler weather has actually got some of the algae on the pond clear enough. Plus, you've got a lot of geese staying here, and there is geese on the pond now. And then there you go. All the way across the pond from me. Huh. And you see why the algae is a little bit broken up. Those guys swimming in here. And life in this rather shallow pond. And there we go. So, move on from the pond. Back to the infant child. Fulton plot. Fulton family plot. Which, by the way, covers this whole area. You can see infant daughter, but you can also see where two stones have been taken off on this side. We also got the top stone I took it off this one. This is family plot also. And you have three over here. These are all relatives. Buried together in what was a family plot. And here we have the headstone, which is one of the more photographed ones. The father and the Fulton. Get away from Fulton, you see this is grave markers here. One here that's obviously moved. And you had the one here where you had concrete markers defining the whole burial area. Then we go back to the shields markers. Then we continue on back to the deer trails. The old part of the cemetery where that now wash runs through to the deck. Big stone. And Menard was the only one buried here. Apparently the rest of them decided to be buried somewhere else. Wash areas, of course you can get in here, through there. There's also a way to get into the fence. Start the wash area there. And you see we're in the upper grove here. On level ground. And we walk here very close to the entrance to the rippet stone, which is my assumption actually came from here. And then you have the lonely grave here. Very hard to read. Back by the rippet. Kind of to the Minden Hall, which is still very well read. I guess I don't know if it had some kind of obelisk on top. And there was also a mortar trying to stick it. And it's still got the obelisk off. Very deteriorated grave here. Some of these things are made out of concrete. And this is what you have left. This is made of marble. Very few. This is one of the few ones made of marble. And some are granite like the Fulton. Some more marble. They were actually moved. Another big stone here used to have something on it. And of course the Patrick with some kind of decorative on top of it. And of course we're back up to the gate with Wheeler. And the other stones up here. Right at the front. Just a quick walk around. Okay. Here's Hagman. And this obelisk that's on this gravestone does not belong there. It actually belongs on the Hagman Memorial, but this is, I'm not sure if this is marble or granite. Granite. How people, I just can't tilt this. About 500 pounds of granite belongs over there. And we're back here. Where the phone is big discussion going on now. People swear it was real. Other people are debunking it. So that's for other people to discuss. But this overview of the cemetery, Bachelors Grove. One. Okay, those are ducks in the pond, not geese. They're quacking. But we're gonna call this video over. Have a good day. Okay, in the other video, 2 videos I put together along with this one, I was doing a quick walk around Bachelors Grove, arriving, a little bit to the outside, and now the weather's changing. It is a good 20 degrees cooler and dropping like a rock than it was when I arrived. I have to check my Steadicam, see if I got anything. As of yet, I'll put it before this if I do, because it will take them before. So, maybe the last time I'm in Bachelors Grove for a while, I have spent probably more hours than anybody outside of Rick. Kind of maintains the area here, and even he is gone. So, got the ducks down in the pond. This weather is fit for a duck. So, now, this is the leaving of Bachelors Grove. I am going to video me walking out, because walking out of this place, you don't know what you're going to run into. You really don't. So, outside of people on the road, I'm probably the only person in a square mile. And back toward this way, you're probably walking a mile or 2 before you see anybody. So we're going to end this video now, and then I'll resume it when I start walking on the way out. Have a good day. Okay, now we're starting to walk out on what has become a rainy, dank, cool, very unhappy leaving. Hasn't rained hard. It was sort of what you could call rain. It kind of misted for off and on, kind of a little bit all day. When I came down here, it was kind of sunny. Now it's degraded in what is called rain. And I have a 1/4 mile to hike till I get to the car. Making sure I got everything. This is one of those things, I don't care if they're with too much weight on my knees. And I know I've got a long, wet walk ahead. It's one of those things where you literally just think one step at a time. see what's left of the asphalt. Used to be the old fifth loading highway when this was it. I use the video in and out of here. Like I say, don't know what you're gonna run into. I may run into deer. I could run into the old house appearing. I could run into a spirit car. No, I'm walking right down the Methodian highway. Big light gap, you see? Okay, I can finally see some sky. Just got short enough this gap. That gap is where I'm going. The gap is a current Methodian highway. As you can see, this turn to the left there wasn't there before. Because it was here. Was this road diverted to miss the cemetery? Or just for the woods? Instead of taking out so much woodlands for the road, just build a new road through the woods. And basically part of two cemeteries that were here. One's long gone. County didn't take care of it. And one night, and when all the headstones up, so there's a place a quarter of a mile from here where this body's buried. Nobody knows. Well, a few people know. Nobody cares. There's no stones there. Possibly the future fate of Bachelors Grove, unless we keep it in everybody's mind. We videotape YouTube, Facebook, the events held here. Maybe the only thing keeping the headstones currently at Bachelors Grove, in Bachelors Grove. Because Cook Teddy owns it, and doesn't really want to maintain it at all. Okay, we'll move along. End the video. Have a good day.